JTV High School Football Media Days. David Rice Show here at Jackson High School with the head coach from Parma Western, Cody Bentley, going into his second year. Coach, good summer so far?
Yeah, it's been awesome. We've had great turnout. The kids have been super motivated. I think every summer you just try to start to figure out your vibe as a team, see how kids mesh together. I really feel like we've had a lot of positive energy. Seniors and juniors having great relationships. Sophomores, interacting with the freshmen with seniors. So I feel like it's been a great summer just to see how the personalities are meshing. And it's been a good summer.
Last year, your first year as the head coach, I know you were with the program before, but 2-7 last year. I know that's not the record that you and the guys wanted, but just talk a little bit about last year, with it being your first year as the head coach, younger team, couple of different assistant coaching changes, and one thing that stood out to me was 5 games that came down to one score.
Yeah, so you look at last year, and 2-7 is not what we want. It's not part of our expectations. And our seniors, that was a great group of kids. And we talked a lot about as the season went, and even afterwards, that we're in those games, and a lot of those games to be able to change the whole season around. So I really look at the little things, and as a first-year head coach, there's things I wish I could go back and redo. But that's not how things work. And I really think that my big focus has been in this offseason has been to evolve my approach to the game so that next year those close games, they go our way. And, I give our kids the best opportunity to experience playoff football because there's nothing better.
How much more comfortable are you now that you've had the full year as head coach?
Yeah, when you're becoming a head coach, you have an idea of what you think it is, right? Mm-hmm. Like you see especially I worked for Nick Rulowitz, you see what you think it is, but when you become the head coach, you find out what it really is. So you start to triage things that you thought were important, maybe aren't as important, and things that you didn't think were important are super important. So I think that's the biggest thing going into year 2 is I have a better feel for what a program needs to be successful, and being able to evolve the program I'm in a constant feedback loop personally, an OODA loop of sorts of looking at, hey, where are we at, where are we going, what do we need to get there, and I think that's been different for me.
So you lose a couple of big pieces from last season, but you've got your quarterback coming back. You've got Andrew Parrott at tight end. You've got a couple of guys in the line. So what excites you the most about the guys coming back and the leadership that they bring?
I think what excites me most is that there's a lot of names that you maybe didn't hear in years past that are going to be pivotal pieces this year. We have young kids that we're bringing up who are, very talented. We have seniors that just grew over the offseason who have been so impressed with how they've changed their bodies, their work ethic. They've gotten older, like you become older, you get faster, you get stronger naturally. So I think that my excitement for this team is that you have a group of kids who know the expectation isn't 2-7, and they know that in order to fix that, it takes a different mindset. We're all living in this same ever-changing mindset together. And the kids, they're good at it. We don't give kids enough credit. And they're picking up in live speed what needs to change. So I'm excited to see how this team adapts as we move into the season.
Both of your coordinators will be new as well. You get Tony Panici, who was at Lumen Christi before, now calling your guys' defense. Is that weird for you not calling the defense anymore?
Yeah, I took a lot of pride in, as a play caller. And I had a lot of fun over the last few years, and we've had some success. So on a personal level, heck yeah, I'm going to miss calling defense because it's just, it's fun. And it's something I'm a football nerd, and I spend a lot of time on it. But at the same time, I have no ego about it. I know that for this program to evolve, I had to evolve to be more of just a head coach. And when you have an opportunity to hire a guy like Tony Panici to be the defensive coordinator, a guy that I really respect, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to kind of let it go. So, and it's best for our kids. And at the end of the day, whatever's best for our program, best for our kids, I'm going to always choose that.
How do you approach having both new coordinators? Because it's just going to be your second year as the head coach. So trying to continue to build this thing, but then you bring in new coordinators.
Yeah, so the team vibe and the way the team represents itself will always be me. They'll always be on me. And what I've really pushed for Tony and Eric is that take control of your side of the ball, put your fingerprints on it, but at the same time within the framework of what our program represents, what I believe our football program should represent. So I'm excited to take on this new role for them, to be truly based on the little things. While they're coaching up scheme, I can really be on the effort. I can coach effort. I can coach, the fundamentals of being what makes a good football team. So I think that it'll be a change for me. But at the end of the day, it is my job to make sure this program's a representation of our district, of our community, and of my vision as the head coach.
And Coach, is there a game on the calendar right now that you kind of circled and said like, hey, this is a big one or this is one to look out for?
Jackson.
Yep.
That's where it starts. We have to start with Jackson. They're going to be a heck of a ball team this year. They're returning a lot of guys too. They got a lot of speed. They have a great coach. So honestly, to me, that is a game that we have to show up at, and we have to show our new mindset. And you can't win. You can't win the next one if you don't win the first one, right? Like as far as getting to the point where we need to get back to the playoffs, to be a conference champ. All that is good and great, but if you get too far ahead, week one will sneak up on you and it'll get you. And I've seen a lot of teams lose week one, and it takes sometimes a second to come back from that. So it is my focus for this team and our coaching staff, our kids, to feel the success of winning week one.
And I think that was last year, right? That it was the Western Jackson
last
week
year.
one, and that came down to the wire, the very end. That was an exciting game.
Yeah, the last two times they played a one-score game last year, and then I think the time before that, not the ending you guys wanted, but the playoff game here. So, and plus you get two of the three biggest schools in the area here. So, what does this team need to improve on the most from last year's record to get better and stack up more wins?
We have to earn back this idea that winning isn't easy. We have to develop a swagger about ourselves. I feel like winning is truly intoxicating, and you had a program that didn't win for a while, and then when it started winning, it was easy to sell it, right? It's easy to sell to people, hey, show up, work hard, right? But then you start to get into that little bit of that climb, and when it drops off, how do you respond? And I think we kind of hit a moment where maybe success wasn't as easy. So who are we at the end of the day? How are we going to respond? And that's what I'm excited for this team to work through.
And I'm assuming some of the same things. What do you guys need to do over this next month to get ready for week one? Just continue to get better?
Step by step, control what we can control, have a great first 2 weeks of practice, win the scrimmage, and then go into the game with the mindset that we are chasing success.
Well, Coach, we will see you guys week one live on JTV here at Jackson High. So good luck this season, and we're looking forward to week one. So thanks for a few minutes with us.
Hey, no, thanks for having me. Anytime you guys want to have me back, I'd love to come talk ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Cody Bentley from the Western Panthers here on JTV.